St. Vincent and the Grenadines recorded its first road fatality right here on the island of Bequia in a community known as Industry. On January the 31st, a vehicle driven by a U.S. resident known as Liz Watt-Simpson came around this corner here and for some reason lost control and plunged over this cliff, down the embankment and into the sea below. While visitors were taking in the beauty of Bequia and locals were going about their business, on the northeastern coast of the island, family members, residents and employees of nearby businesses were about to receive the news of the fatal crash. Kern Garrick tells Searchlight he was the first to arrive at the scene after his wife raised the alarm.
So while I was cleaning the house, board up, so I thought, well, something had happened out because the other house is over a distance and my wife was over the other side. So I thought something had happened to her. So when I ran out, I saw her running, telling me that a vehicle went over the cliff there. I stopped what I was doing, and then I came out to go down and help the person. Thought that like the person had got injured. But when I went down there, the vehicle was over there in front of it, dent up, and then I opened the door and the lady was already dead. And you know, a kind of bad feeling just struck me there, you know. It didn't take me long, about let's say 5 minutes. When I stand up here and I fly down there 5 minutes, I didn't even walk across the rock. I ran, jumped stone to stone just in order to go and help the person. And my wife asked me what happened to her. I say, well, she's already dead, because as a normal person could see, she was already dead. A lot of persons came here and the husband came here, he was crying. I could hear him from over there, he was crying, and they all took out his body.
The husband Garrett referred to is the founder of Grenadine Sea Salt, Jerry Simpson. The two were wed back in 2020 and handled the operations of the company together. The company employed a small staff, one of them a Bequia resident who was recently hired, Anique Hazel. Hazel spoke to Searchlight from her home the day after the accident, where she explained the factory had been closed since the news of Watt-Simpson's death. Hazel described Watt-Simpson as a caring and attentive employer and said she would usually come to relieve her at lunchtime. But on Tuesday, she never returned to the factory.
We had some guests, so we interact with the guests, and me and her interact with them, and then she said, I leave you in the capable hands of Anique, and then she left. On a daily routine, she would come to the office, chat with us, you know, and then leave, and then comes back at a certain time to relieve me, whether 12, 12:30, whatever times we set, and I take my hour break. I was at work sitting at the boutique. It's like about 10 to 12. There was this guy in a truck. They had on some water tanks, and he's like, he hailed out to me, and he's like, your boss, the lady for in the white vehicle, your boss, she gone over the brink and it seems like she dead. And it's like, I wasn't paying attention much to him. And then after, it's like, he said it again. And then I jump up and I say, oh my God, you know. And then I went and I started to close the shop up and like crazy. And I started to scream. And then after I went down and tell my other co-worker who was down below in the production department. And I guess her husband heard when the guy was telling me, so he have construction work going on upstairs, and he probably heard, and then he started to cry and stuff. So I went down to my other co-worker and I told her what happened, and we just left in a you know, crazy haste and everything. When we get there, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Hazel said the love between the couple was clearly visible to everyone they interacted with. As for the future of the company, she had this to say.
We work with them and we see they're loving with each other, and so it's very hard to run a business like that you all had, you know, together, running together so smoothly, and then she's not here anymore. And the way she died is very tragic. It will take him a while to get back, which we don't even know if he will get back to that, you know, place, really. I'm not sure.
Police say a post-mortem examination is expected to be carried out on the body to ascertain the exact cause of death. Reporting for Searchlight Online, Christina Smith.